this is my 10-year Twitch partnerversary made by SincerelyLyn. It's May 8th, 2025.
Happy partnerversary, Lyn.
Oh, thank you, Ari. I hope you're doing well with 78 months of the Prime. Thank you so much. I also don't know if you could read the text that I wrote, but I literally made this at 3 a.m. This past morning. I finished at 3 a.m. I think it took me about 3 to 4-ish hours, just because it was so hard to remember all of the things that I've done over the past few years. So I don't want to make this like really long and all about me by any means, because that's not entirely what today is about. It should also be about like celebrating my community and you guys. So I'm going to do a little introduction if you're brand new and you're tuning in on the front page. So I'm SincerelyLyn. As I said, I do a lot of Just Dance content. This is literally all pictures of me playing Just Dance, so it's kind of fitting. It is the main game that I play, but I play a lot of story games. I've been a partnered Twitch streamer for 10 years, and I have changed so much over those 10 years, just as I think really anyone would in anything that they do, and as a person in the past 10 years too. So this is my little introduction thing. So let's see what the first slide is. Boop. Oh, that doesn't work. I'll click. Boop. This is a lot blurrier than I thought it was. So, 2012. This is when I made my account. It says July 24th, 2012. I don't know if I could really say... I was unfamiliar with what Twitch was before this time, but I hadn't created an account. I would join Twitch streams. Actually, I think they were Justin TV streams. And we would watch movies. I didn't have an account and I didn't know anything. I just watched movies on Justin TV. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. So that's what I did. And then eventually I found out that one of my friends in real life's friend was a streamer, and she was a girl, and like I had no friends at this time. I'm a senior in high school. I had no friends at this time in real life that played video games, like outside of console games, and I was a computer games person, and I kept it a secret because I was very much afraid that, I don't know, my friend group wouldn't like me or something along those lines, or I'd get bullied for it, because there were the weird kids at school, and when you're in high school, you really don't want to be one. Now that I'm older, I understand that the weird kids truly were probably the happiest because they were themselves, like in and out 100%. There was no mask that they put on, but when I was younger, didn't understand that. I was afraid to get bullied. So I saw, her name back then was Rachel Kipp, but actually her name now is Rachel, and she still does stream, and we're pretty good friends. We've like streamed quite a few games together. But anyway, I saw her streaming and I was like, what? Like, other people play video games online and like you can hang out and stuff. So that's when I made my account. And then I didn't stream at all for 1 whole year. I don't know. I think I definitely watched Rachel's stream and stuff when I saw her live. I also didn't really watch a lot of YouTube videos at this point either. Like I would, but I didn't like have like a favorite YouTuber or something. I don't know. The whole concept of content creation was something that I just didn't think I would do. I was just like, I don't think I belong in this space. I'm way too shy. Way too shy. Way incredibly too shy. You appreciate it. It really is golden. Yeah. So again, 2012, I did not even think I would ever be a streamer at this point. And then we hit 2013. This is when I made friends in high school that played video games, specifically League of Legends, because League of Legends was the only game I was obsessed with. I started playing League in season 1. I was probably really bad. I don't even know, but I didn't tell anyone about it. Again, 100% embarrassed. I thought my friends, because I didn't look like someone that would play video games at that time, I thought my friends would think I was a dork. So I'll just try to read what we did. So I kept online gaming a secret, but eventually I made friends my senior year. So these are my friends. This is us at one of our LAN parties. I don't have any other pictures of us at a LAN party or whatever. And it's literally just like a Friday night and we got done with school and we all go over to my friend Raymond's house and we all just play on our laptops. We just played League of Legends. That's all we did. That's all we did. So I blocked out like, you know, some other people in this picture, and you can see League is like loading up, and this is me here. That's what I looked like. We had this little side part. I was I was a senior in high school, so I was probably, at this point I might have been 17, but I was very close to turning 18, just whatever, that's the age that you are when you graduate anyway. So my internet sucked at home, so I could only stream at my friend Raymond's house because he had decent internet. So I don't know if I was streaming in this picture. I don't think I was. Bristol is in this room with me. Yeah, he's actually sitting right next to me. But I didn't have good enough internet at home, so like we would just go stream at Ray's house, and he was fine with it. And it wasn't like I had any views or anything like that. So it's not like people, like there was an active chat that I had to worry about. And I also only had my laptop. Like I only had one monitor. I didn't even have like 2 monitors or anything. I think I might have used my phone to read chat. I don't even know at this point. So yeah, that's what we did. And then my graduating gift for, graduating high school, I begged my parents to get me a gaming laptop because I was going off to college, and the concept of owning a gaming computer, I don't think it really crossed my mind. Like, I didn't even realize at this point that people built computers. Well, I guess Ray built his computer. You can kind of see it here. I didn't even realize that people built computers at this point. And like, I'd only ever had like those Best Buy, Dell pre-built computers, something along those lines at that point. So I did this. I paid for half of my gaming laptop. It was incredibly expensive. It was not Alienware. I think Ray actually had an Alienware laptop, but mine was through a different website where I was able to like kind of custom make it how I wanted. And it's kind of crazy thinking back, like how expensive some of those parts were. I don't even know. So I got that, and I think in this picture, I probably am using the gaming laptop, and low-key, it kind of sounded like it was like blasting off into space. But the main reason why I wanted to stream, and I kind of touched on this previously, was I had spent my entire life as a teenager hiding that I played computer video games because I thought I would be bullied for it. My friends at the time played console games here and there, but like it was always like Call of Duty. It was games that I had no interest in other than like Rock Band and like Just Dance, which were like rhythm games, and like Wii games were fun too. So I was like, oh my god, like other people do this and I'm really shy and I have people that I can talk to that also share similar interests to me. I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. And so I did. And also it was a lot easier to talk to people online than in real life because I had acne. And it's so funny how it went full circle because I got that fixed and then now I have acne again. So we're just back at it. But I'm older now and I'm way more confident. So anyway, that's what I did. This is a old screenshot of my Twitch channel. This didn't load, but it kind of is cool. And this is so cringe. Please don't laugh at me. This is incredibly cringe. Oh, what I had written, please. I will read it. It's so cringe, though. I was, like, dying when I was reading it. I was different back then, okay? So, as you can see, like, this is what Twitch at one point looked like. But this is also, I think, one of the newer ways that Twitch looked. Because there was another way that it looked before, too. But the Wayback Machine, for whatever reason, it only could pull up one screenshot from 2013. And this was the one that I got. So this is what it looked like. It's still the same title. I guess I was obsessed with like cute kawaii like faces. And I played League of Legends. That's all I played. So it says League of Legends smurfing because I can. Sincerely, I'm playing League of Legends. This profile picture was actually drawn by like one of my friends in real life. And I still have it like saved somewhere. I probably should have put it in here. But yeah, like he just drew it on paper and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I took a picture of it. So let me read my about me. It's so cringe. Murphy's Law. Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much. Oh my god, it's Sarah Feck too. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Don't make me cry yet. So the first thing that it says is you used to have like a little panel that you could write your bio. And I guess back then I was obsessed with like proper grammar. I'm not much like that anymore. So I said, hello and welcome. My name is Lynn. I play video games sometimes. So I thought, hey, why don't I try streaming? And then I said, I'm just starting out and I'm very grateful for all the support I've gotten so far. I'm always down to answer any questions you may have. I hope you enjoy watching. We put the little cat face in there. That was really popular at the time. The rules makes me cringe so hard, but Again, I was like 17. I was 17 years old, 18 years old. Okay, I was obsessed with Adrian Brody at the time. I loved him so much. All right. I don't know if I really love him anymore. But at the time, I loved him. He was like my favorite actor. All right, so yay rules. Be respectful, please. Yes, you have to be nice to each other. Ask before posting links. That's pretty standard. This one is so funny because I think this one truly has stayed true to me as a streamer and as a person. But if you're gonna troll, either go hard or go home. And that sounds crazy to say now because even back then when some random stranger would say something mean to me, it's not like it would really hurt my feelings by any means, but it's kind of stayed true to even now. Like someone might come in and say something mean and I will just, it's not like I immediately need to time them out or feel the need to. I'd rather them just keep going and embarrass themselves and then, you know, just be like, okay, well, that was a free like 5 minutes of content. Thank you so much. And then move on. So it's kind of neat that I wrote that and I still stayed true to that, to be honest. And the last one is so cringe and I'm so sorry. I had to put it on here. It says, ask nicely with sugar on top when attempting to propose. It's so embarrassing. And the funniest part is the way that I did like emoticons back then. We would do like a C face and it would look like that. I just posted in chat. It's so cringe. Anyway, P.S. the answer is no unless you were Bristol or Adrian Brody because Bristol was my boyfriend at the time. So now he's more than a boyfriend, but that's cool. It's so cringe. Just know that's how we did smiley faces back then. I typed like that and we used to do the duck face like that too. I still will do that duck face. The V one, I love that one so much. Anyway, so I had another panel that says, what games do I play? This one is so funny because it was literally only League of Legends. Thank you all for the partner anniversary things. So I said, League is hands down one of my favorite games to play. And then I talked about my rank because at the time, I figured no one would want to watch me unless they knew like how my skill level was, because the whole concept of developing a personality and people watching you because of your personality or because they just like you, that was foreign to me. I thought I had to impress people with just numbers. So that's what I wrote about. And this will probably make no sense if you've never played League before. But it says, I was bronze in season 1, achieved about 1575 elo in season 2, and in season 3, I've reached gold 5 so far. They like changed their ranking system. And it says, I'm not perfect and I have my bad games, but I always try my best and aim to have fun. That is true, but I also try to win too, because I like winning. I play on the NA server. And I'm happy to host viewer games and invite people whenever we need extras. And that was true. Like I would play League with my friends and I did stream ranked later, but if I was playing normals and we just needed someone to fill in, I would do that. It says, I also own Diablo 3, StarCraft 2, Minecraft, and a few other indie games. And then I'm like, a fair warning, full stop. You will probably never catch me playing StarCraft 2 since I haven't played it in about 2 years. I don't even know why I put StarCraft 2 down there. Like, why did I write that down there? That's so funny. The other things that I should have included in here is that I used to play a lot of RuneScape and MapleStory. And Mabinogi. Those were like my main games. So a lot of like MMO stuff things. Hang on a second. Oh, thank you for that, DM. Anyway, this is also kind of a crazy throwback. So I had an official League of Legends thread. If you remember, dude, MapleStory did go hard. I still think fondly on MapleStory, to be honest. Ah, such a great time. If you remember League of Legends, they had a form that you could go onto from the League of Legends website and you could post, and people would advertise their streams there. So I did have a thread that I would occasionally bump when I was like live streaming. Unfortunately, I couldn't get I couldn't get any screen caps from it because it was so long ago. But yeah, like, so, you know, it's just a thread that I would go to and then I would bump it every time I was live streaming. Not that I bumped it a lot. I don't think I did, but if you're familiar with that concept, it was just really fun seeing that because the League the League forums don't exist anymore. They're kind of just like the subreddit now. I had my Twitter and then Raid Call. If you guys remember Raid Call, that was apparently how I was trying to like cultivate a community like offline in a sense. I don't really know how active it was, but yeah, we used Raid Call, and I don't even think I really used Raid Call to like talk to people. I don't even know if it had like text space. I don't even remember. But yeah, I had a Raid Call that lasted for, I guess, quite a while until Raid Call went away and then Discord came. And then when Discord showed up, I was immediately like on that. Like my Discord account is literally like 2015, whenever they first, yeah, it was like the Discord before Discord. Yeah, kind of crazy. So this was 2013. I have no idea what the next slide is, to be honest. Oh, okay. So in 2013, I graduated high school, and then I moved into my dorm at East Carolina University, which is in North Carolina. That's where I went to college at and graduated from. So this is actually a picture of me in my dorm, and I met someone on the college campus. This was like when I was like way more open about playing, you know, League of Legends. I met someone on the college campus who like wanted to get rid of their Annie poster. So this is, I think it's Firecracker Annie from League, and I was like, hell yeah, they gave it to me because they just didn't want it. My roommate, we were similar in so many ways. We had so many things. We were the same major too. We had so many things in common, but she did not play video games. And I don't have a picture of it, but you can kind of see there's a desk here, or like a dresser here. Next to this dresser is a desk, and like it was like the dresser, a desk, and then a desk on the other side for like studying. But I would stream sitting right there in my college dorm. So I would stream while I was in my room and my roommate was out. I was honestly kind of embarrassed at first to like tell her about it. And I had like a really old webcam at this point. Like it was like a hand-me-down or something that my mom had, and I might have stole it. I don't really know. I don't even know if I told her that I took it. She doesn't even know. But anyway, my roommate probably thought I was really weird and probably just didn't want to be in the room when I was streaming, if I'm going to be honest. And I did it a lot. I was obsessed with League, and I was still like, you know, trying to be a good student because obviously I was paying for this college education. So I was studying. I was very studious to some degree. But I took donations to get my first ever webcam upgrade, and it was the Logitech C910. This webcam at the time, I want to say it was like $110 or something. I don't think that webcam is worth that much today, and I don't think you should buy that. But this webcam was like the streamer standardized webcam. Like I swear, that's the webcam that everyone used. Everyone wanted it. Everyone had it to some degree, unless you had like a DSLR or something like that. I don't really remember. I don't know. It is really crazy to think about how normal video games are now compared to back then, but I am so happy that it is normalized because I'm friends with someone who's in high school right now, and it's so like refreshing to like just see her talk about video games with her friends, if that makes sense, or with me or something. Like it's so cool, and I'm like, man, like if I wouldn't have been so, I don't know, worried back then, maybe my high school experience would have been like a little bit different. But I did sports in high school too, so like it wasn't just video games for me. So basically the same as the C920. This is $80. Yeah, whatever it was. Oh wait, I'm so sorry. Is it a 910, 920? It's one of those. It's one of the really old ones. I actually don't know. I might have mislabeled. It's like the C920, the C910. One of them was $100 and something. They look very similar. I might have gotten them mixed up. I still have the one that I bought from years ago. And when I found my cat, which we'll get to later, and he was a kitten, he was teething, and he bit the heck out of the wire on that. And I have like electrical tape over it. It still works. It kind of glitches out. Probably should get rid of it, but you know, it's such a big memory. Thank you for the partner anniversary wishes. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll go to the next slide. This was in 2014. I don't really remember much in 2014, so I kind of tried going through my Twitter. These tweets are all from 2014, and it's kind of crazy because, like, I mean, you could see the engagement on them. I got like 3 likes, and I kind of just sporadically put stuff everywhere. I was very, very much focused on being a full-time student, so I always tried to put my education like first. Streaming at this point of time was purely a hobby. It was a way for me, like, character growth, hobby. That's what it was. It wasn't anything that I thought I could make a career out of, because at this time too, I don't even think you could really donate to streamers. I guess you could, but it was kind of sketchy. I feel like PayPal probably had business PayPal, but I might not have known about that. I don't know. Like it was there were other programs that would allow you to like have pop-ups like if someone donated, but they would take a percentage of how much someone donated, you know, for their service. And it's just crazy. I think it was called like, I wanted to say it was like streamer alerts or something, but it's so long ago. So it's just crazy. Like you get a donation and then it's like that just because you want to have the text pop up, that whole thing would take like, you know, a certain percentage of it. Anyway, so 2014 comes around. I'm still playing League of Legends. I built my first PC ever and I almost cried on that stream. I got bullied very, very, very hard. You can see it right here. My friend Raymond, who is also a friend from high school, he like had built a PC. I honestly, at this point in time, did not know a lot about PCs. Like, I would go to him and ask questions. I was actively learning, but I had never built one ever before. So we did a live stream of it being built in my living room. Literally, it's like Christmas, I guess, technically. I think I must have been so late. I was so excited for this. And he was so great that he was just in town too, because we were all from the same town. So, and his family doesn't really do Christmas or whatever. So he's like, yeah, I'll come over and we'll build it. So we did a live stream building it, but I'm not gonna lie, rated like all the work, truly. Now that I'm older and I have a lot more experience with the PC, is like, I could do it myself. I've done a lot of things to my PC to change it and upgrade it. But like back then I didn't. And I got bullied really, really hard. I got flamed a lot because I didn't know things. And you know, I almost cried. I got very embarrassed that stream, but it doesn't matter. My PC got built. And I have these other tweets in here just to show that like I was really focused on my school. Like, I can't believe I got to be in chemistry. Wow, I was expecting to fail that class after I took that final. Like, just stuff like this. I'll start streaming again on Monday. Right now, I want to focus on Alpha Sapphire and studying, like stuff like this. When our Nova Kid's going to be released in Starbound, I want to play one. I even tried streaming Starbound back then too, but and then this picture is just like a really old picture from Instagram, kind of to show like I guess what my face looked like ish. I don't know. I know all the faces. So sometimes I would play variety games during this time. I think Hearthstone was in beta in 2014. I might have got the date wrong. I didn't check, but I do remember streaming Hearthstone a little bit. Starbound and Minecraft occasionally, but mainly it was still League of Legends. So now we go on to 2015. I think this was when I hit 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube. I don't know what I was posting. I don't even know, but still playing League of Legends. This is when I started to do way more variety. So we did Elder Scrolls with Skyrim, Witcher 3, Terraria, Minecraft. I had so much fun playing Terraria during this time. There was I think it was the Terraria 1.0 update or 1.1 update. It went hard. It was so cool, and I love Terraria. It's still one of my favorite games, to be honest. I have like 500, 600 hours like spent in it or something along those lines. But here's some of my other tweets, I guess. I'm still a student at this point, so I've been in bed sleeping on and off for like 16 hours. I'll be streaming tomorrow after my physics final. When I was stressed in college, and still to this day, I will sleep, unfortunately, which it's like my way of procrastination is just to sleep. And even though when I know I wake up, I'm gonna have to like work on whatever it is. I don't know. But Skyrim was really big for me at the time, so I had a little tweet there, I guess in May when I played it. Also, I was playing League and Diamond, so I found that tweet as well. It's just so crazy to like see the amount of likes that like a tweet has like back then compared to now. Like it's crazy. So we're still in 2015, and this is when I got partnered, which is making today my 10-year partner anniversary. I had the opportunity to apply for partnership. I actually didn't have the viewership numbers at the time, so I gotta be real with you guys. Back then, getting partner on Twitch, it was kind of like you would send the email and see if they would accept you. And the first time I sent the email and I did not get accepted, I don't even know what I wrote in it. It's probably going to be cringe if I think about that. But I probably talked about like playing League and like being able to play a bunch of other games and stuff. But through a team that I had joined and like some other streamers that I had known, I was able to like reapply, and through that contact, essentially I was able to get partnered. So it's a little bit of a different story, and it's not necessarily always about your viewer count. Back then, they didn't have like a path to partner program. It was like you go on the website and it would just be like, it felt like the recommended thing was like, if you have 300 to 500 viewers, then you should apply for partner. And just keep in mind, affiliate didn't exist during this time. I wish affiliate would have existed when I started streaming. I wish it would. So like truly, my streams never were really like, I didn't profit off them that much at all, unless like I had a donation goal going for like the webcam, as I mentioned before, or something along those lines. It was different, and I'm so glad that the affiliate program exists today. yeah, the 70-30 split, that's actually kind of new as well. But like back then it was definitely a 50-50. I don't even remember if you could like gift subs or gift community subs. It was, and like even after I got partnered, I still had like, I think I probably averaged about 75 years if I was playing League, maybe a little bit more if I was playing like a different game that was interesting. I don't really know. I don't even remember if the raid command and the host command had existed yet. Or maybe host already existed, but like raid didn't. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was like the way that other streamers would interact and send their communities over, they would just like do, I think, /host, and then they would have to like link the stream in their own chat for people to click on to go to the other chat to spam. It's kind of crazy. I remember getting gifted subs. Okay, so I guess it did exist. I don't remember when gifted subs got added, because I think when gifted subs got added, I think that's when my like subscriber count like obviously like went up a little bit higher. Thank you, Shayla. Thank you. So anyway, I sent in my application. It is, I think it's spring break, or maybe I was done with classes. I'm not entirely sure, but I was driving back from ECU with Bristol, and I was in the car with him. We were just listening to music, and I get an email. I click on it, and I probably like screamed so loud that I could have caused a car crash. I just remember like I think I probably like jumped up out of my seat and like levitated, like make it make sense, you know. So I found out I got partnered through that email, and then when I went home, like I went to my page and you could see the button there. And again, this was before affiliate, so it was like really, really cool to see. And I was still a full-time student in 2015. Like it's all my sophomore year, I think, of college, or I guess, yeah, sophomore year. So I got my little emotes. These were done by Regitar at the time. I loved his art style. I mean, I still do. It's very cute. If you remember PJ Salt, people had salt emotes. A lot of this like kind of shows my thoughts back then. The little heart that you see is an anatomically correct heart to some degree, with and without the vein, like the little veins on it. And that was because my major in college was exercise physiology. So I was in the middle of my anatomy and physiology classes, and it was a lot of things to memorize, a lot of bones and muscles and just the cardiovascular system and everything. So I had like Lynn H was my like love emote, you know, like I don't remember what other ones looked like at the time. I really liked ducks at the time as well, so we had this little me holding a duck, and then this V was actually inspired from Rachel Kip's Rachel V. I think someone in chat might be a sub to her and they can do it, but that's where the V comes from. Like it's just a peace sign. That's literally what it is, but it was inspired because she had one. I think someone will do it. Oh, and then RIP. Rip emotes were pretty popular too, so I had a little ghost. The little cat that you see right there, I always thought I would call my followers like Space Cats. Very original, am I right? If you remember Space Cat stuff, like you remember the 2010s, 2011, 2012s, okay? There were so many like really dumb pictures of cats in space. I love them so much. So I thought I would go with Space Cats, but later on I ended up changing it to be a little bit more brand related to my name. So that's how I came up with Linlings, which are also inspired from ducklings, as well as the younglings in Star Wars. So that's kind of where that came from. And I do like the whole Linling concept a little bit more. Also, the first emote someone else stole. Oh, thank you, Rat. Yeah, I guess someone else stole one of my emotes too. I didn't even remember that. Oh my god. See, I knew when I went through these slides, people would remember things. Yeah, I remember emote theft on Twitch was pretty crazy. And if you had like some decent emotes, you know, they say like, flattery is good, but it's not good when they take your emotes and they just upload them. And someone did that. They took this one, which is crazy. So also, fun story about this time. So affiliate didn't exist. I got the right to have my own emotes at this time. So you get to set the prefix. And I wanted my prefix to be Lyn, Lyn. And I go to the little thing and it's like, you upload your little picture, which was going to be the spider. This is a Minecraft spider, by the way. I had a Minecraft spider plushie, which I still have. And thump emotes, Bible thump, like crying emotes were popular at the time. So I wanted it to be my spider crying, essentially, which is where that came from. And it was the first emote I was going to upload, and I type in the prefix, but I think I'm typing the full emote name. So I type Lyn Thump and hit enter, and then it confirms that that's my prefix for my account. So that means I very quickly realized that I didn't actually upload that emote, and I just set my prefix on Twitch to be Lyn Thump. So, you know, I go to upload an emote, this one, and it becomes Lyn Thump Thump. Lyn Thump V, Lyn Thump Salt. You already know where this is going. So QB panicking. I'm like panicking. I'm sending like an email to Twitch. I'm like, oh my god, I messed up. I need to change this. Please help me. And they got it fixed. No. They got it fixed within like a day, which was so great. I was so happy.
Happy anniversary, Lyn. Happy. Thumbs up.
Thank you for the happy partner anniversary, Zero. Welcome back for 8 months. Thank you. So, Twitch got it fixed very quickly for me through that email chain, which was so great. Thank you so much, Twitch staff. I don't know if the person who fixed it still works there. I don't even know what their name is, but it was something that happened. And then when I realized, I was like, no, I can't believe I've done this. And then, you know, after it got fixed, I'm like, man, this is gonna make for a great story one day. So here I am 10 years later sharing it again. But yeah, this is just a page of my original emotes, and that's kind of how it went. I did my first stream as a Twitch partner in my bedroom at home. Also, another fun thing that I want to talk about just very briefly, I did not tell my parents what the heck Twitch was because I was so afraid that they were not going to be accepting of it, of my hobby, because it involved, you know, live streaming, like talking to people online. Even though I'd grown up playing online games, but you already know, like there's always like a concern for privacy, especially when you're a parent. So this entire time, the past 2 years leading up to this point, I had never told my parents like anything. My parents were very, how do I say this? Like when I was 15 years old, I got my first job and I had to work every single summer. I was a lifeguard. That's all I did. I always lifeguarded. That's what I had to do. I had to do some type of job. Like I was not allowed to do anything else or like just like not work. I had to work. So, this was also the year when I break the news to my mom and my parents where I'm like, I don't want to lifeguard anymore. I just want to do this Twitch thing. And that was a crazy conversation. My mom probably thought I was like telling her that I'm pregnant or something, which would have been any parent's probably more worse fear, to be honest. Silver Jasmine, hello. Thank you for the little bleed purple hearts. So I just remember like my mom sitting downstairs. I'm like, Mom, I gotta talk to you. And I'm like, that's probably the worst way. The absolute worst way that I could have broke the news on what Twitch streaming is. The absolute worst way. She like looks concerned. I'm like, I gotta show you something. I pull up my phone. I'm like, this is a website called Twitch. And I actually think I went to my friend's stream at the time because she was live. And I was like, this is my friend streaming right now. And she's like talking to people while playing video games. And my parents knew I loved playing video games like my entire life. Like truly, that was one of my hobbies. So I was like, I just recently got partnered on this website. And I was like, this is going to be my summer job now instead of lifeguarding. And it was just... I want to say I did not make I didn't make a lot of money through Twitch back then by any means, like not enough to sustain myself. So I was still a full-time student, and just over the summer, I just wanted to be a streamer. I didn't want to, especially now because I could, you know, technically monetize it. Like people that have been watching my stream for 2 years at this point, they could actually support without having to go through like a third-party website or something. So anyway, that's how I broke the news to my parents that I wanted to do that as a hobby. We'll move on to 2016. I am still, I think this is the part where I start showing the game distribution. This website that I use, for whatever reason, they only track data from the 16th of November, 2016 to now. They don't have any data beforehand, but it's kind of nice because it shows like the good percentage of games that I was playing and what I was doing. I will say this data right here is wrong because, again, it's the 16th of November from 2016, so it's not including all the months before that because I know League of Legends would be way higher up there. That's all I'm saying. So I was still streaming a lot of League of Legends in 2016. I was still a full-time student in college. My classes got tremendously harder. I would probably, like, I always put my studying before I put streaming, like, effort into streaming, and I, like, if you are in college right now and you want to be a full-time streamer, like, please go do your college first before doing streaming stuff. Like, streaming, you could always come back to it. Treat it as a hobby. Like, truly, 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 do not just get rid of your education because you think you can make it, because it's incredibly hard to make it. Like, truly, it is. So that's my big advice there for anyone that's younger and watching. Do the college, or if college isn't your thing, do the trade school. Just do something that is not just Twitch streaming. Around this time, I got a capture carded 3DS from Japan, which I actually have right next to me. So they modded it, and it has like an extra little micro HDMI or whatever this cord is in here. And then I could plug it into my PC. So I did a lot of capture carded 3DS games, like Pokemon Sun and Moon had come out, Animal Crossing New Leaf was so much fun, Fire Emblem Fates, I loved Fire Emblem Fates, or Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates. Fire Emblem is like one of my favorite game series. Overwatch was popping off. It was my first competitive FPS game that I was getting into, and I absolutely loved it. Thank you, Arctic. I got a little bit creative with, the creative category on Twitch was like implemented, and I guess that's what it was called because one of these, when I hovered over it, it said creative. I think it might have been this one. I started bleaching t-shirts, and I guess it was just like a little artistic outlet for me. So I would bleach them on stream. Yeah, I'll show some pictures. So this was some of the t-shirts that I bleached. I just really like doing it. You get like a little stencil and you have your design, and you would cut it out on like freezer wax paper or something like that, and then you would iron it onto your shirt, and then you would spray it with like a bleach water mixture. And these were some of the designs. I actually took commissions at the time, not that I made a lot of money, and I have no idea if any of these shirts still exist to this day because they're very old, but this is Widowmaker. If you remember, Pokemon Go was really popular. This was the first one I ever did. This was mine, which is why it's kind of bad quality. I would not give this to someone. Reinhardt, Soldier76. This is Kindred from League of Legends. If people wanted, I would like... Oh, wait, spoilers. If people wanted, I would I would bleach Lyn into like the side collar. This was a Dementor, because my friend, this was actually for a friend, but my friend really liked Harry Potter, so that was her gift. And then I think this is Mercy from Overwatch. Yeah, stuff like that. These shirts are very old, and now I look back on them and I'm like, oh man, those didn't look the best by any means. I feel kind of bad. No, it was Overwatch 1 Soldier. Overwatch 2 didn't even exist as a concept at that point. So this is what I did for a little bit. It was just a creative hobby. My mom's really creative, and I kind of think like I've always like wanted to be creative too. So I just picked up random hobbies, here and there. I feel like that's kind of relatable.
Nice shirts.
Am I right? Oh, wait. Oh, thank you, Dimodius. Good to see you. How are you doing? So then also in 2016 is when I found my cat. His name is Jarvan. He's very young in some of these pictures right here. This is also a shirt I did. This is Temmie from Undertale, if you're familiar with Undertale. I love Temmie so much, but yeah, this is our boy. I know, look at how tiny he was here in his little like pose that he had. He is still a baby to this day. He's actually right next to me, asleep. Oh, my background. Wait. Guys, I need to sign into YouTube. Don't look. That was... Okay. My background now changed. No faces behind me. It's fine. Anyway, he's asleep to this day right here. I do have a video on YouTube. I don't really, like... I wasn't really planning on, like, showing the whole thing. But, like, this is him. This was the pipe that he lived in. I stuck my phone down to take a picture when I found him. This is me, like, 8 p.m. This is on the campus of ECU, the medical campus, and like I found him and I'm trying to befriend him because I want to take him home. And I did like the little paw thing. I thought it was so cute. It was raining for like 2 weeks straight when I found him, and so this is him in this like little box that I went to Walmart, and then I went to my friend's house and I got like their lighter and their knife, and I like cut this hole and then taped it. I put like a towel that smelled like me in there. I was like, this is my cat story. This is my OG cat story. And the beginning of the video, that picture of him in that, this is like the pipe. This is where he was living. But this is like early on-ish, so like he still wasn't, you know, 100% sold on what a human is, if that makes sense. But, and then I got to the point where I could pet him. I think one day he followed me to my car and I couldn't pick him up, like he would still run away. Look at how cute he is, so adorable. And then there's him like following me to my car. I thought that night I would be able to get him, but he would not let me pick him up. And then this day right here, I had a class on the campus at like 9 a.m. So I went early to like hang out with him. And as I'm hanging out with him, like people are walking left and right and they keep commenting on him and how friendly he is. And after this class that I had, I was going to kidnap him essentially. Like I was ready. I had the cage and everything. Like I was ready to kidnap him, but I had to go to class first. And I was terrified because people were walking by and they're like, oh my god, I work with kitten. Oh my god, my camera froze. Wait, that's crazy timing. People were walking by and they were like, oh my goodness, I like, what is it called? I foster kittens, or my wife does. And I'm like, don't take my cat, please. Like literally, I'm sitting down rubbing his belly. I'm like, please don't take him. I am taking him after my class. Do not take this cat. Anyway, so this is me in the bathtub giving him a flea bath. I'd already bought everything ahead of time. He didn't know what to do. He was so confused. And my friend Trisha was here because she had cats. And like I've had cats before, but it'd been over like 10 years. So she was really helpful and great. I love cat. Hello, little bow tie. He does a blip. Those are my favorite pictures of him. So cute. This song was actually an original song too, just so you know. I have permission to use it. Such a little handsome boy. My PC that I built. I put stickers on it. I'm gonna cry. These were community members. Let me retract. Oh my god, wait. Okay. Sorry. So I gotta say, when I found him initially, I told my stream, but I was a college student and I wasn't allowed to have like, you know, cats in my apartment. I was ready to break that lease and I totally did. But I did tell stream about it and I was like, I mean, I had streaming, but it's not like I was making like bank or anything. And so I was definitely like, guys, there's this cat I want. I'm gonna take donations for him for medical bills because he needed to be fixed and checked up and stuff. Oh my god, so ridiculous. Thank you for gifting 5 subs! Thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet. Sorry, I'm not trying to cry, but it's kind of crazy seeing some of the names on here. That's all. Because these were people that, again, donated at the time for his like medical bills because he was just a kitten. I had no idea how expensive it was going to be to take a cat off the street and get him fixed. Thankfully, it wasn't like super expensive. I think like I might have been like maybe like, I don't know, $200 raised or something. I was expecting, that's all it was. Like, it wasn't anything. But it's kind of cool seeing the names on here. Which is a great recap, you know, for a 10-year-old video. 8 years ago, technically, I guess, because it was 2016. But yeah. All right, anyway. Sorry, I didn't want to get all cry-ry on it. Wait, was this full screen before? Did it always look like this? It always looked like this, right? Yeah, so anyway, this is one of my cats, Darvin. Absolutely love him. And also... the cat on my stream, like the little gray cat emotes, heavily inspired by him, as well as my other cat, so that's kind of where the branding comes from. I didn't think I would cry. That's embarrassing. All right, anyway, back to the timeline. 2017. Graduated from East Carolina University, finally. Organic chemistry 2, the hardest class I have taken in my entire life. If you are young and watching this right now and you're not a chemistry person, pick a major that does not require it because it's a weed out class. It's one of those classes that they give students to see if they're actually dedicated enough or like passionate about whatever they're doing. At this point, I became a full-time streamer. So I became a full-time streamer, but I didn't really know what that meant. All I was really playing was League of Legends at this time. As you can see, 37%. I was playing Overwatch, Divinity Original Sin 2, apparently. Zelda was great. Persona 5, that was my first Persona game. Loved that. Fire Emblem Echoes came out. That was a 3DS game that I was able to stream with my capture carded 3DS. Lots of other games, too. I don't fully remember, if I'm gonna be honest. I think this is when Subpar Sundays got introduced to my stream, or maybe they had kind of already existed, but I still keep that name to this day, although I don't necessarily do them all the time. So Subpar Sundays was Sub Song Request, and it was like viewer games in League of Legends and Overwatch, and it was always so chaotic because people would request the worst songs possible. Truly, I wish I could play some of them for you right now, but it's probably not. Like, if you remember, like, Gotchi and stuff like that, things along those lines. Brain Power. Yeah, Brain Power was great, though. I do like that one, unironically. I started doing cooking streams, too. I had no knife skills at all. I got flamed. I was embarrassed. People were ruthless. People were mean. But you know what? I got better, and now I know how to hold a knife and cut stuff. But yeah, back then, I didn't really have... I don't know. It's hard because, you know, it's like when you watch someone fail so miserably, and you're just like, oh, I have to help. Like, that's probably what it was, the equivalent of. But yeah, I got better at cooking, so that's great. Then in 2018, League of Legends was still a thing, but not as much because Fortnite became king. I was playing Fortnite so much. Fortnite Season 3, I think? No. Something like that. Oh my god, Rat! Somehow you're at 121 months. Make that make sense. Wait. It's supposed to be 120. How are you 1 month ahead? Anyway, 120 should be the max amount of time that you could sub, but I guess technically with the way it works, I don't even know. Somehow this man's at 121. Thank you so much, Rat. Rat was here from the very beginning, too. Yeah, he's for the future, true. Have you here. Anyway, a lot of the technical stuff that you see, well, you don't see it because behind the scenes, but Rat truly, like, I've learned so much through his guidance and help, truly. Anyway, 2018, I was playing Fallout New Vegas. I played my first Monster Hunter. I played my first Assassin's Creed game. I was still doing kitchen fires with Lynn. I was doing a lot of cooking streams. I don't really know what the other stuff is. You can see Just Dance pop up a little bit here. I don't know if this is when I start talking about Just Dance, so get ready. Nope, it's not. Okay, well, we're good then. Wait, what? Wait, did I not put a slide in here for Just Dance? That's crazy. That's like my main content. Okay, let me backtrack. For my birthday's the last day of the year. So 2017, one of my goals was to, like, if we hit a sub goal,
Happy PARTNVERSARY lining.
Thank you so much. Get stream. Anyway, one of my goals was to play Just Dance. And I played Just Dance when it was 2010, 2011, 2012-ish timeframe, Just Dance 1 and 2 on the Wii. I played those when I was younger with my friends in high school. I absolutely loved them. So last day of the year, December 31st, 2017, one of the goals was a Just Dance stream, like just to try the new Just Dance game. I haven't played Just Dance in years, like 5-6 years at this point, right? So I put in Just Dance 2018 and immediately I fall in love. I'm incredibly embarrassed. I don't have any dancing skill. I was never classically trained, but I'm absolutely enjoying my time so much, like really, really. And so it was like every Wednesday, I would call it Wiggly Wednesdays, and I would have a planned Just Dance stream. And I was really insecure at the time, which is why I danced in front of a green screen. And eventually it led me to have a green screen floor to do kind of mixed reality stuff, because I thought at the time, because I was still very insecure about my dancing skills, and I was bad, trust. I thought at the time that if I put the coach, the person that you look at who's you follow when you're playing the game, I thought if I put them big behind me and me next to them, people would watch the coach more than they would watch me, which is not really how it works. But it was like a mind trick for myself, and it worked out because I went full in with Just Dance, and it shaped so much of my content and changed the trajectory of the type of content I wanted to make. It was a big breaking point, because at this point I was doing variety, but mainly it was League of Legends and or Fortnite kind of. So then we go to 2019. Still playing League of Legends. Yeah, this was my first year fundraising for St. Jude Play Live month. I will be fundraising later this month. Oh my god, CV, thank you for the raid. I'm doing a little PowerPoint slide talking about 10 years on Twitch at the moment. Thank you so much. So this was my first year fundraising for St. Jude Play Live month. This was in 2019. I was so afraid that I didn't think my community, like I was afraid to set a goal and fail it, even though you're fundraising. And when you're fundraising, it's like any amount raised is already something you should be incredibly proud of. But at the time, I didn't know that. And I was very, very like nervous. So I said like if people donated, I think $100 to St. Jude, I would buy a t-shirt, embroider one of my emotes, Lyn onto it, and then mail it to them. And I was in over my head, but it was still really cool. Okay, it was still really cool, really proud. I'll show some pictures of it in the next slide. This was also the first time that I met viewers/friends in real life for the first time ever. We went to Disney World, and none of us was a serial killer. No one died. I was incredibly happy that no one died, but it was really cool, and it was something that I never thought like I would meet like someone that I've talked to so much online or like has watched my stream so much online. I never thought like I would meet them in real life, if that makes sense. I'm so glad there were no serial killers because, yeah, we were, I don't know. So then while I'm at Disney World, I am in line, I think, to go on the Harry Potter ride. And I get a call from Bristol and he's like, God, what does he say? Like, I don't know. I think he said, like, do you like beer? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, we're moving to Germany because the military was like, you're going to Germany to him, basically. I was thinking maybe that's my CV. Thank you for that. So literally, I'm like literally in the phone call and I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, like so dead ass serious. And I like got done with the phone and I don't know, like maybe like there were a few people from my community there and I don't know if they're in chat right now. So I don't know if they remember what I said or if I said anything. I don't remember. I probably already spoiled it to them, to be honest. But I feel like I turned and I said, I'm moving to Germany. And they were like, what? I don't remember. Like, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I told you, though. Like, I think I turned because I feel like anti-asked questions, but besides the point. So before I moved, I sold Lyn Uwu embroidered keychains. And you see that I'm talking about embroidery a lot. It's because that's one of my hobbies. Apparently bleaching shirts, I graduated from that and I moved on to embroidery. My mom is a seamstress, and when I expressed an interest in possibly sewing, she ended up getting me a embroidery/sewing machine for a graduation present when I was graduating college, because she was like, oh my god, you want to do this? Like, we're going all in. And I was not expecting it by any means, but so this is some of the keychains that like I sold. This was my first time ever like really trying to do merch in this sense, outside of the like bleach shirts, but this was branded. So these were Lyn Uwu keychains that I made and I like shipped all around the world. Also, Australia really screwed me over. That was $30 USD and shipping to Australia. Don't think I can do that again. Don't think I could do that again. That was, I actually, after doing this project and like shipping these out, I don't know how many I sold at the time. It was just like a fun passion project, you know? I just wanted to be even with the, you know, like how much I made from my brand and my merch and stuff. And I actually think because of the shipping, I was in the negative. It was a good business lesson, to be honest. But at the same time, now I look back and I'm like, who cares? Like, yeah, I might have been in the hole like $200 or something. But who cares? Because people got these and they still love them to this day. They actually get kind of raggedy and I had no idea. So anyway, these were some of the embroidered t-shirts. This one right here is actually me. This was the first time I ever embroidered like one of my own emotes onto this, onto a t-shirt. So that's why you see like the lines. That marker stuff gets erased with water. It's a water soluble one. And so these were some of the shirts that I don't remember. I guess I might have shipped these out for the whole thing. I don't know. They're just example shirts. So that's my shirt. Yeah. So this is what I did in 2019 before we moved to Germany. So now we're in Germany and COVID happens. Everything gets locked down, unfortunately. League of Legends is still kind of consuming my life. I still really love League. I play Animal Crossing New Horizons for months on end. The world is happy. We have all collectively come together to build our little towns, our little islands in Animal Crossing. It is such a great hit. I have so much fun playing this. I have so much fun seeing everyone's island, the chaotic stuff we were doing. Okay, some of you didn't play, but I had so much fun with it, and it was fantastic. So I'm still playing Just Dance. There's Just Dance 2020 there. Stardew Valley, absolutely love these like farming games that I can know life. This was the first year that I ever played a Dark Souls game, and I fell in love with that series. Dark Souls 1, then I played 3, and then I think I went back and played 2, but I absolutely love Dark Souls 3. That is my favorite out of them all. I'm hoping for a new Animal Crossing game for the Switch 2 announcement, to be honest. But yeah, this was 2020. I don't think anything else really happened. A lot of Europe was closed down. It was also my first time in Europe, and we were living in Germany, so we traveled here and there, but we didn't get to travel like a lot. Like I think they even canceled Oktoberfest during this year. So then we go to 2021, still playing League of Legends. This is where Just Dance kind of changed the course of my streams. I got my first VR headset so I could just play Beat Saber. That was the only reason why. And I absolutely loved Beat Saber. I fell in love with it. It's a rhythm VR game. I had a mixed reality set up, so my floor and my wall was green screened, so I could be in the game. It was such a good time. The Beat Saber category was kind of popping off on Twitch. And I went all in. I got a Valve Index VR headset at the time. I think I got it like towards the end of 2020. I'm not entirely sure, but they had just released those in like 2019, which I didn't realize until I was doing research the other day. So this is when VTubing got kind of popular as well, and I was like, oh, I would love to have a model when I don't want to be on camera. And thus Sin Nova, this like whole creative escapade character, this literally my first ever original character, because I've never made one before, was born. That's what she first looked like, because I love green and I love red and I love white, so I wanted like white hair or green hair and then red eyes, but eventually that design really changed, and we'll get to that in a second. But also I want to say my shoulders back then were so toned because of Beat Saber. Like this game had me cracked with the workouts. This was also the year that we launched Lincraft 1.0. This was my first ever multiplayer sub server for like Twitch subs and everything, and we had so much fun in it. We planned community events. I don't remember if this is when I made a cult in Minecraft. I think that's in 2.0, but regardless, we loved Lincraft. I had so much fun planning these events, seeing the creative improv things that people would come up with. We watched some of those clips yesterday and I was laughing. I'm not gonna play them today though, because again, we do have to get to the Just Dance portion of stream. I'm so sorry. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we had here. Next, these were some shots from Beat Saber. I just had these on my PC, so I threw them in here in case you don't know. But yeah, I love Beat Saber. The first one, I think I was doing like a Rey Skywalker cosplay or whatever, and the second one is a mod of Beat Saber called Maul Saber, based off of Darth Maul. So, you know, his saber has like two beams on the outside, whatever. That's why that looks like that. And you spin like this with the, like holding the pole. It's so cool. I love it. And then the other one is like just original. I think there's more pictures of this. Yeah, here's some more. Also Maul Saber. That was kind of like, I don't know. I just had these shots and I was like, let's just show off Beat Saber. I made this at 3 a.m. this morning. So like, again, I was just like very last minute. Let me just see what I have. And I didn't really want to like play a bunch of videos and stuff. So anyway, we go to 2021. I guess I forgot to take a picture of the games I played in 2021. Whoopsies. It's fine. It was probably League of Legends, and a lot of Just Dance and Beat Saber. This was when subathons were like really popping off, and I want to say like Ludwig was like one of the first really big streamers to like sleep on stream, and it kind of like set like that into motion. So I did a subathon myself. This was also, I think, the first year that Twitch introduced the like the reduced price for sub gifts or something along those lines. So a lot of streamers were doing subathons in, I think, September or something like that, right? September. So I did it for 6 days. That's what my community did. We unlocked so many emote slots from that. I think like I had like maybe 4,000 like sub points, which is a lot. And it was definitely like crowdfunded. It was like an insane time, but I slipped on camera. This is a screenshot from the end of it. Someone was like one second too late with the gifted sub or something like that. The timer finally hit 0. It was insane, and I was tired. You can't see it, or maybe you can. In the background of me, there's like a little futon. I slept on a futon on the floor, and I slept on camera for 6 days. And I love to say, by day 3, I absolutely hated the sound of my voice. I was so over myself, to be honest. But it was a big event, and so that's why I included it on here, because how many streamers want to be like, yeah, I slept on camera for 6 days? Some people do it even more, to be fair. Spamming your phone to wake you up. Yeah. I was so exhausted, and dude, chat was like edging me. It was like, go to sleep, and then the timer has like an hour left, so I set an alarm for an hour. The alarm goes off. I look at the timer, and it's like, 2 more hours. So then I set it for 2 hours. Like, it was just not like a consistent stream of sleep on day 6, if that makes sense. I was tired. Hey, you know what? I was just exhausted. And that's why I look like that. Like, I remember I was like, it's finally over. I can sleep in my own bed because my bed's in the other room. And then I just like end the stream. And obviously when I came back the next day, I was much more well rested and ready to talk about more stuff. So that was 2021. Now we're at 2022. I got into gacha games. I was playing Genshin Impact mainly. Loved this game. Still streaming League of Legends. A lot of just chatting, because apparently I would start my streams with just chatting. We had Lincraft 2.0, so we had another sub Minecraft server. And then I got to finally explore Europe more because things were finally opening up for the most part. That was my first Oktoberfest, and I literally procrastinated until like the day right before we're leaving to go to Oktoberfest to dress up. So they didn't have any drindles that I liked, which kind of made me sad, but it was okay. So there's a picture of me and my leader hose. But I was kind of fire. It was cute. I had a different top in some of the pictures, which was like more midriff. It was cute. I still have those leader hosen. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. No. They just sit around. But yeah, there was a lot of other pictures. This was the first time
Happy anniversary. I haven't been around for a long time, but I'm getting nostalgic.
That's okay, Dimodius. Thank you for resubbing for 40 months. I appreciate that. So this was also the first ever TwitchCon that I attended, and I had no idea what I was doing. I also didn't know that many EU creators, so I was a little bit nervous about going, but I had a great time. I met so many people. And it was very interesting. So that's a picture of a few of us in front of the I Amsterdam thing. It says like Amsterdam or I am Amsterdam. It's kind of I Amsterdam. I keep saying I am, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, so that's a few of us there. We actually went bowling as well. That was a crazy, complicated, organization thing that kind of went down because, I remember we had like bowling for 20 people, and I tried calling ahead of time to reserve the lanes, and they wouldn't let me pay because I didn't have a Dutch like credit card. And so I just forgot about it, even though I thought I paid or something like that. Like they wouldn't let me reserve it. And so it's like the day that we're supposed to go bowling as a community, and I've like advertised this to a lot of people, and I don't even remember if it was Chris that came up and like asked about it, and I was like, did I pay for that? And then it was very hectic, but luckily we lucked out. There was someone in my community that had a Dutch like bank account or something like that, so they were able to like reserve it for us. And then I remember I was going to go around like beating everyone with a stick, not essentially, but like asking them to pay because it was kind of expensive. And then someone else, John within the community, paid for that. It was so sweet. I was just like, oh my God, everyone needs to say thank you so much to you right now, because like this was so stressful to organize. And I was like, and I failed essentially. Yeah, it was great. I did save the day. Yes, it was a good ending. Everyone had fun, hopefully. Okay, so that was 2022. Then we got back from this, and I don't know what, I think I ate like an egg salad at a gas station that we stopped at, and that was probably my first mistake. I got food poisoning. I was throwing up and could not keep food down, and I had like a fever. It was so bad. I hadn't experienced that in years. Immediately when we got back from TwitchCon, it was terrible. So anyway, no, not that type of food poisoning. It was like the throw up, like I literally eat a cracker and I gag, or like I drink water and I throw that up. It was crazy. back to 2023. League of Legends still. I went viral for almost swallowing a spider that was in my coffee. I don't know if any of you have seen that or would remember that clip or whatever. I watched it the other day and it still makes me gag. It was disgusting. It's really funny now to look back on it, but yeah, it's still gross. I moved back to North Carolina, so I'm not in Europe anymore, but I absolutely loved Europe and I loved living in Germany. I would live in Europe again if I could, to be honest. I also almost fell off a ladder painting my room green, but I was okay. There's like some other stuff that happened too, but honestly, it's 3 a.m. at this point. I am over this. I just want to finish, okay? And I'm yapping for too long. We need to get into Just Dance. But you can see, still playing a lot of League, a lot of Just Dance. Baldur's Gate 3 came out. Zelda, also very great. The 43% is just like a mix of all different types of games. I truly try to be a variety streamer and play like a lot of different stuff, but I have my favorites that I fall back on. Oh, and then 2023 is when, remember my little VTuber model? I was like, I'm gonna revamp her, and this is her debut. There's like a whole video. I'm not gonna play that. But this is what she looked like. It was supermodel. She is 3D made. She's not 2D. I wish she was 2D, but that's expensive. And then there was a lot of community members that made fan art. There's more pictures. I just didn't want to spend more time. So here is the big debut and a lot of the fan art. And then do I VTube enough? Not really. I want to, but I just get all in my head about it. But yeah, sometimes if I don't want to be on camera, you might see her on my streams. Oh my gosh. Also, hi. We chatted in the partner lounge. Wait. Did we really? Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh wow, that was so long ago a little bit. Oh, dang. Well, thank you for telling me. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to recall, oh man, TwitchCon San Diego was my first TwitchCon, and it was so fun. It also kind of low-key really stressed me out, to be honest. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed my time. I honestly, if I was going to compare it to my experience at TwitchCon EU, I really like the NA one more, but I think it's because I know more NA creators, so, and my community, I think, is majority NA as well, so, no, but thank you for telling me that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is 2023, now we're in 2024, still playing League of Legends, just not as much. Lincraft 4.0 launches, I don't know, was there a Lincraft 3.0? How did we go from 2 to 3? When was 3.0? I don't remember. A lot of Just Dance though. Literally, all Just Dance. I play so much Just Dance. Like, this is Just Dance 2024. There's another Just Dance 2025 over there. Literally, it's over 20% Just Dance. And then a lot of variety. Elden Ring was great. Yakuza Like a Dragon, I played that. There was Metaphor, came out last year. That was good too. We're getting close to the end, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to get to this part, but it's okay. Then we have 2025, which is today. We have League of Legends. Just kidding, I don't play that anymore. There's actually barely any League in here. I'm very proud. Just Dance is still my life. A lot more just chatting. A lot of other random games. Hollow Knight I played for the first time this year. That was fantastic. I'm so excited for Silksong. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is my game of the year at the moment. That game is fantastic. Highly recommend it. So good. Thank you. Hi, First. Thank you. I went to the St. Jude Creator Summit year 2. I guess I forgot to talk about St. Jude Creator Summit year 1 last year, but that's okay. So I went again this year and I had such a great time. Very excited to start fundraising again this month for St. Jude. It's just, I'm dropping my campaign for fundraising in a few days. It's just, I'm nowhere near prepared right now, to be honest. Anyway, and then we have this, front page for 10-year partner anniversary. Just kidding, I don't know how to spell it. I keep changing. I don't know how you spell partner anniversary. I keep, it's 3 a.m. at this point. I'm I don't even know anymore. I'm not gonna look it up. So here's some cosplay stuff. I like to say I'm a cosplayer, but not really. But it is fun to do it on stream. It's a creative little outlet. These ones, this is Yuno Gazai, and that's Red Riding Hood Annie. These pictures are from 2014, maybe 2015. They're so old. So, and then some of these are more recent. This was 2014. The one in the middle is a Just Dance character. That's Farfalle from Just Dance. And then over there we have Freerin, stuff like that. I'm kind of embarrassed showing these off. I'm so sorry. This one was a really lazy one because I didn't put on a wig. Kaisa from League. The middle one's Just Dance related. The one on the side is, oh my god, I can't even remember her name now. Junko. I played the Danganronpa series and fell in love with a lot of the characters in that. We also have more. This is another Just Dance one. Also, in 5 days, I will be revealing a Just Dance cosplay as well, a new one that I sewed from scratch. I am so excited for it. It's gonna be cool. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so this is one that I did last year. The middle is 2B, and then the one on the far right is Cafe Annie or something like that. I have a lot more photos, but like these are just the ones that I remember. This is Lux, Prestige Lux, another Lux one, Rey Skywalker. I don't know, I didn't have to wear a wig for her, so anytime I don't have to wear a wig for a cosplay, I'm like, sign me up. Cafe Cuties Annie, thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, and here's more. Pajama Lulu, Gothic Annie, Futaba, Sakura from Persona. Stuff like that. I don't know what the next slide is, so we're about to find out. Oh, okay. A lot of Just Dance videos. That is my main content now. I absolutely love dancing. I'm so happy that I rediscovered the series back in 2018. Because when I was younger, like, dancing gives me so much confidence. I feel cool, I look cool, and you get to play dress up because they wear fun outfits in this game. You just get to play dress up. It's so great. So these are just like some of those. There's more examples over here, stuff like that. These are on YouTube. Stuff like that. What's the next one? Oh, okay. This might be a little bit sentimental and kind of dorky, so bear with me, especially if you're brand new to my stream. It's gonna make you throw up, and maybe cringe, but I think it'll be like, you know, a funny cringe, maybe. I don't know. I just wrote this at 3 a.m. I was in my feelies. I had my heelys on. We were in our feelies. All right, so streaming has given me so much over the past 10 years. A theme song, which I start my stream with every day. It's so silly, but it's just like a little hype song. So I had to put this one on there because I thought it was really goofy. But we do have a little theme song. Absolutely love that. A wonderful community. Like, these are so many other creators, friends, as well as viewers that I've like met over the years. These pictures are from all over the place, different areas. A lot of it's from TwitchCon though. And I was just like trying to throw whatever I had together. Okay, I have other pictures too, but I just didn't have them readily available. So yeah, you see like Avery, Point Crow, Mary. This is Skatebeard. These are all these people here. Like, this is all just dance crew people. We have more here, many friendships. So these are a lot of TwitchCons from here, TwitchCon pictures as well. This is Nyx, Hero Carrie, a Twith favorite, Andre, and then like Tim, and well, some of these people aren't streamers anymore or don't stream, but you get the idea. Like, we had a big lunch and everything. The dance crew, yeah. Crazy opportunities. So some of this is like TwitchCon EU as well. Fast Fee, this Asian Sensation, Bro Team, Ariana Katana. There's a lot of the Just Dance crew. Asti, Dance Pool, honestly, Kamara, Mike. It's gonna be a little bit to like say everyone. Dion, Stall. This was at TwitchCon EU, so that was my first TwitchCon as well. It was a good time. I just didn't know what the heck I was doing. Streaming has also brought me stupid memes. This slide I literally made right before going live. I would have added even more stupid stuff on here, but this was just what I had in my folder. Like, I was just like plopping it on. Literally, the SincerelyLyn starting soon screen is going on, and I'm just like making this as fast as possible. Streaming has also brought me several laughs, smiles, and tears, but like good tears generally. So this was at TwitchCon NA this past year. We had a Just Dance panel, and we had 2 panels, which was so cool. So this is me dancing with Chris in one of them, but then this is also when I hosted a panel with Kira and Hero Carrie, and it was scary. I don't know if I did good, guys, but everyone was like, yeah, you did really well. And I'm like, oh, you just saying that, I don't know. No, I did good. It happened so fast, and it's crazy because like there's 3 of us and we all want to play Just Dance with everyone, but we also have to like talk and like somehow stall in between each song, you know. So and so it's like we're all dancing even though one of us is supposed to like be sitting and chilling and like ready to like bounce on stage to like cover the other ones, you know. Anyway, and then Nesba too. But most of all, this is gonna be sappy, all right? Get ready, get your cringe stuff on. Streaming has brought me, or well, I guess it's streaming gave me you. So cute. I'm gonna throw up. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's so cringe. Yeah. It's so cringe. The pictures I just tried, you know, whatever I could find. There's a lot of other people that I have pictures with, but I just didn't have them on my PC. So if you didn't make it into any of these pictures, I'm like, again, I made this at 3 a.m. I'm so sorry, but I absolutely love my community here. I love the Just Dance community on Twitch as well. I love Twitch in general. I mean, I must love it if I've been here for 10 years, right? So I don't know what the next slides are. It's probably gonna be even more sappy. Oh my god, Tony, I didn't put our pictures in there. Oh my god. See? Tony, you would have made it in, you and Pinto. Oh, I didn't have them on my PC. I just realized, I'm so sorry. We went to a Porter Robinson concert together and an amusement park. What the heck? I don't know what the next slides are gonna be, so just bear with me. I think they're more sappy stuff. Oh yeah. In summary, thank you for coming to my business proposal today, and this is why you should follow me on Twitch. So thank you for listening to me yap and do goofy things over the past 10 years, for being with me during my good moments and my bad ones, whether that's playing a video game or going through like 24 million different moves across the country, all of that stressful stuff, for sharing your lives with me. I know, like, crazy, that's my bridesmaid, and I'm her bridesmaid, and I didn't even put her in this video. I made it at 3 a.m. I'm sorry. And also thank you for being open-minded to new ideas and discussions. What began as a small hobby for personal growth has become my dream job, and I couldn't be more grateful and incredibly motivated, and I don't know what the next slide's gonna be. So finally, the next summary. One more time. Throw it back. Here we go. Over the past 10 years, I've changed and grown. Many of you have been part of that journey. I've seen so many faces come and go in this community. And even now, and every now and then, someone will still pop back in to share an update. Also, some of you have been around since the very beginning, 120 months, or 121 somehow. You know, and you guys are pretty amazing too. But I just want to say is I'm still here in the same place. If you ever want to check in or share what's new, I'll be around, at least for now and the foreseeable future. Thank you for 10 years of supporting me on Twitch. Okay, you can clap now. I'm embarrassed. Okay, sorry. I wish I could, like, do things and not get emotional, but, like, if I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm happy, I cry. Thanks for listening. That went on way too long. It shouldn't have been that long. I'm so sorry. I have one thing. Chris sent something, and the way the box arrived, it looked like it had been opened, so I don't know if everything's in there. It arrived like 2 days ago, and I have no idea what's in it. So we're gonna open it real fast. Let me go grab it. It's kind of big. No. Oh.
Thanks for being cool and cool.
I would show. So, someone explained to me how this happened, right? I opened my front door. Solo, welcome back as well. Thank you. I opened my front door. The package is just sitting like this. There's tape on this. Like, it's taped. I was like, how did they manage to do that? Someone would have to, like, take it and, like, pull in or whatever and do that. I don't even know. Anyway, it was a squirrel. I'm gonna open it. I don't know if there's anything like an address written in here. Look out, she's got a knife! My cat's really interested too. You know what's crazy? This box has been sitting on the ground for a good, like, 3 days. He's had so many opportunities to sniff it, and now he picks to do that. Should I show you guys my actual room instead of being in this background? Let me do that just in case it's green screen. Oh, wow, this is really big. Oh, there's a card. Can I read the card first? Am I gonna cry again? Please don't. There's a card that says Lynn. Quiet! Thank you! Sorry, I'm gonna... Oh my god. Do you really have these in this place? Nami Doc. Okay, it's Seattle. Do you really have these in Seattle? Hey, can I say where this place is from? You guys have killer whales there? That's crazy. They're just in the town? Oh, this is so cute. All right. Oh, you dated it for today. All right. Chris wrote, Dear Lynn, congratulations on 10 years of being partnered on Twitch. It's been such a joy to watch your streams and your community grow and evolve over the years to what they are today. From your early years streaming League, out of your dorm room and parents' house, to graduating, getting married, moving to Florida, then Germany, then back to North Carolina, from the first Wiggly Wednesday to building a whole brand around rhythm games. I am crying. In mixed reality, hosting a panel at TwitchCon, raising tens of thousands of dollars for charity, and now being featured on the front page for your big day. Oh, wow. 2015, Lynn had no idea what was in store for her. That first time she clicked go live, and she would be so proud of the confidence, creativity, friendships, memories, and community you've developed since then. Keep being Lynn, trying new things, and believing in yourself. We'll be there every step of the way to cheer you on. Sincerely, Chris. You know, crying in front of 2,000 people was not on my bingo card ever in my life, but now it is. That was really great. Message, Chris. Thank you so much. It's crazy because, like, I just did a PowerPoint presentation reflecting on the past 10 years, and, like, yeah, it made me a little bit emotional in some parts, but, I don't know. I guess when someone else says it and I read it, and I'm not the one that wrote it, it feels like it hits a little bit differently. What? The way you wrap this is so great. Okay. Everything's falling, dude. What is happening? What is this? It's like a scarf. I'm so sorry. This is probably loud for the camera. Not the camera, the microphone. Okay. Moldy, welcome back. And Quiet for 34 months, and Moldy with 80. Thank you for your message as well. I'm trying not to cry. Stop! Are you actually... I'm screaming right now. Stop. Are you serious? Bro, guys, I love Jin so much from League of Legends. He's my favorite character. This is so funny. I went to Japan last year, and, like, we went to Akihabara, which is, like, where all the, like, game figurines and anime figurines are, and I remember I was like, if I find a Jin statue, I'm buying it. Like, this is where I'm gonna buy it at. And I went everywhere. We went to, like, the big 10-floor one. Nothing. They didn't have any League of Legends statues, which really surprised me. But I guess League isn't popular in Japan. But anyway, I was like, that was the only time I was gonna find it. I know I could order this online, but Chris, this is so sweet. I love it so much. It's Jin Unlocked statue. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Oh, that's great. I love it. Thank you. I was not expecting this by any means. It's been out of stock since forever, and I finally managed to get it when in February. Oh my god, I had no idea. Well, I'm so honored. Thank you. I love this so much. Oh my god, that's so great. The Jin. Oh, wait, what is this food? What is this? Doritos Flamas? Flamas? I'm glad I turned my green screen off. Wait, you gave me hot chip? You literally sent me hot chip? Are you actually serious right now? I love that you wrap these up. Wait, there's hot chip in there? Are these Takis? Oh my god, I know what song we need to listen to. Gnarly by Cat's Eye? Anyone? Wait, I love these so much. All Lynn's want are just hot chip and gin. Actually so true. This is so funny. Thank you, Chris. I love it. That I could always play. Is this a card? Oh my god, he's so cute. Ooh. Wait, they gave me a card of authenticity. I won't eat it. I will put that there. Gets a gin statue, proceeds to break it. I'm like shaking, I'm so nervous. Oh my god, this is so big. Wow. It's so pretty. Discord. Oh, 1 million sins, by the way. That's my channel points. Crazy. Dude, this is so tall. Guys, I'm gonna drop it. Oh my god, how do I hold it? I've never owned a statue like this before. I've only ever had one video game statue before it. It was like Soldier 76, so yeah. Ooh, he's beautiful. I'm scared. I don't want to drop him. Look at him. I'm glad you told me to take him out of the box. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. How do you do this? The eye detail. Wow. I don't know if my camera is like not the best quality camera, so I don't even know if you can see, like, look at his eye. Oh my god. It's so like, the camera does not help, but look into his eyes, or at least one eye because you can't see the other one. Did I sell anyone on this? Anyone else a Jin fan? This is such a me gift, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is incredibly like something that I would want. Oh my god, thank you. My cat's on the floor now. He's like looking at the box and stuff. Okay, well, enough crying for today. Let's actually, you know, play Just Dance or something.